Hello, everyone. I am Dr. Kamal El-Nagmi, a professor and nutrition consultant at the Animal Production Research Institute. As we begin, I seek the help of God, the most gracious and the most merciful. Today, I would like to discuss the potential use of copra meal in poultry and animal diets as a substitute for soybean meal. Thank you for joining me for this informative discussion. The use of copra meal as an alternative for soybean meal in poultry and animal diets. Prepared by Professor Dr. Kamal El-Nagmi, Professor of Poultry Nutrition, Animal Production Institute. Introduction. The challenges of replacing corn and soybean with alternative feedstuffs in poultry diets due to supply insecurity, high prices, and competition with other uses. Coconut meal, also known as copra meal, is a byproduct of the coconut oil extraction process. Coconut meal has been utilized as a feed ingredient in animal and poultry nutrition due to its availability, nutritional composition, and relatively low cost. Copra meal is rich in protein, 15 to 25%, and carbohydrates, 60%, but its use in poultry diets is limited due to low levels of essential amino acids like lysine and methionine. Additionally, the carbohydrate component is mostly considered unusable fiber, and copra meal has a low bulk density. Efforts have been made to enhance its utilization through amino acid supplementation, enzyme addition, and physical modifications. The problem with soya meal. Price volatility. Global political and environmental factors often cause fluctuations in the price of soybean meal, making it an unreliable investment. The nutritional composition of copra meal. Chemical analysis of copra meal %. The table shows the nutritive values of copra meal. Nutritional value of copra meal. Copra meal protein. Copra meal protein content varies based on the origin of the coconuts and the method of oil extraction. Solvent-extracted coconut protein content tends to be higher, 24.6% to 25.5%, compared to expeller-pressed coconut meal, 15.4% to 21.8%. Copra meal is generally deficient in lysine and sulfur amino acids, meeting only a portion of the requirements for young chicks. Utilizing copra meal as a protein source can lead to amino acid deficiencies, especially when it constitutes a high proportion of the diet. Fiber. Copra meal is high in fiber, which aids in digestion and prevents constipation. It is a valuable addition to animal feeds since it can improve the overall gut health and regulate animal digestive systems. Energy. Copra meal is an excellent source of energy, with a metabolizable energy content of about 2,600 kilocalories per kilogram. Its high energy content makes it a valuable addition for poultry and animal diets, especially in times of high energy demand. Copra meal, a nutritious and cost-effective alternative to soybean meal. Copra meal is an excellent and economical alternative to soybean meal for animal and poultry diets. This presentation explores copra meal benefits, composition, challenges, and feeding recommendations. The benefits of copra meal as an alternative. Copra meal is a byproduct of coconut after production of coconut oil. It is rich in protein, fiber, and essential nutrients, making it a valuable addition to animal feeds. Compared to soybean meal, copra meal is more cost-effective and an excellent source of energy for animals. Potential cost savings. Lower cost than soybean meal. Copra meal is generally cheaper than soybean meal because it is a byproduct of coconut oil production. This makes it an economical source of protein for animal feeds. Challenges in using copra meal. High fiber content. Copra meal's high fiber content makes it suitable for ruminants such as cattle and sheep. Poultry find it a bit challenging since it reduces their energy efficiency. Thus, a balance between copra and other feed sources is essential. Amino acid and enzyme supplementation. Copra meal has relatively low methionine and lysine, limiting the use of copra as a single-source feed. Supplementing other feed sources, such as soybean meal, that have higher levels of amino acid can help balance the amino acid profile. Supplementation with exogenous enzymes could help to break down dietary fiber. To maximize the feeding value of copra meal, the use of multi-enzyme mixtures may increase the digestibility of the nutrients. This is because mannan and galactomannan only represented about 36% of total dry matter. Feeding recommendations. Copra meal is best used in combination with other feed sources. Copra non-starch polysaccharides. More than 60% of the nutrient components of copra have been analyzed as neutral detergent fiber, which is mainly cellulose and hemicellulose. Galactomannan, another major polysaccharide in coconut meal, is made up of a chain of beta-demanopyranose units to which the galactose residue attaches as a side chain of D-galactopyranose. 1. Poultry. Copra meal provides energy and supplemental protein. Inclusion rate is around 5 to 10% of the total diet, considering factors like age and production stage. 2. Small animals. Copra meal serves as a fiber and energy source. Inclusion rates range from 5% to 15% based on dietary requirements and availability of other ingredients. 3. Ruminants. Copra meal offers energy and protein. Inclusion rate depends on production stage, diet composition, and availability of feed ingredients, up to 30% of the total diet. To optimize benefits, copra meal is best used in combination with other feed sources, improving the amino acid profile. In poultry starter feed, levels below 10% are recommended. In ruminant diets, copra meal can constitute up to 30% of the energy source. Conclusion. Copra meal is a sustainable and cost-effective alternative to soybean meal in animal diets. Its nutritional composition, energy content, and various benefits make it valuable. By understanding its limitations and implementing appropriate feeding strategies, copra meal contributes to the sustainability and efficiency of animal production systems. As we come to the end of the discussion, I express my gratitude to each and every one of you. Until we meet again, I wish you all the best with warm regards. Best wishes, Professor Dr. Kamal El Nagmi.